About Clarissa Shields. She's a very good fighter, but she's a boxer. Like she's not a MMA fighter. What is she doing fighting in MMA? She's gonna be fighting this new girl called Abigail Montez. I'm looking forward to that fight mostly because I'm attracted to Clarissa and watching her get knocked out would be pretty. It would be a pretty big turn on for me. And I mean, Abigail Montez, she's pretty attractive as well, very much in shape, fit, slim. She has nice hair. Like, I really like her hair as well. Like, I like Clarissa as well. I'd love to bend her over. Like a chair. Imagine bending her over a chair. Because she has like a big ass and titties. Actually, her titties are not that big, but she has a big ass. And she's very attractive. No, I mean, actually, I take that back. She's cute, but she's not attractive. Because, she's more masculine than feminine. She would have to be dominated in the bedroom. That's obvious. You'd have to get on top of her. Obviously, being that I'm a white belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I mean, I can dominate on the ground, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure I could dominate Clarissa on the ground. So that's another thing. But, you know, um, the only reason I really care about the fight is just to watch her get knocked out or submitted. Watching her get submitted would be pretty big turn on for me because, you know, I don't know. I just get turned on when I watch these bitches get knocked out or submitted. Like, it's really weird. I have a really weird mind, guys. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't. I mean, I don't think like the average person, I guess, because getting turned on and masturbating to a video of someone getting viciously knocked out is probably not what you would do if you have a good mindset. But, you know, uh, and Clarissa, if I actually think about it, she probably can win this fight. If Abigail Montez doesn't enforce the grappling, then she is gonna lose. That's pretty obvious. How are you gonna stand with the best female boxer of all time? One of the best female boxers of all time, two-time gold medalist. Come on, man. Like let's quit the games. Abigail Montez is not standing with her. She's gonna try to take the fight to the ground, and apparently she's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Everybody's a brown belt nowadays. Everybody's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu nowadays. I feel like Jiu-Jitsu is just so overblown and it's given all this prestige. It's given too much prestige, in my opinion, because all of these people are brown belts and black belts and this, and that. It feels like there's more black belts than there are people that, are actually black belt. I mean, everybody's a black belt nowadays. Everybody's a fucking black belt. Like, this person's a black belt. Oh, he's a black belt. My neighbor's a black belt. Like, what? Why is everybody a black belt nowadays? Like, it's like back in the day, like you would have to train for at least 10 years to get a black belt. How does Brendan Schaub have a black belt? Come on, man. Like that guy has a black Brendan Schaub has a black belt? Come on, man. This is getting embarrassing. That guy is not a black belt. I mean, he submitted Matt Mitrione with the Doris stroke, but come on, that guy ain't no fucking black belt. Joe Rogan, he's a black belt, right? I mean, we've never seen him grapple, and he's a black belt. Okay, cool. And who are all these other people with black belts, like fake black belts? I mean, it's like, okay, you're a black belt, he's a black belt, he's a black belt, he's a black belt. What do you gain from being a black belt? First of all, I mean, in any physical altercation, you're probably going to be able to beat someone up if the fight goes to the ground, and you can probably take the fight to the ground. You beat up the average Joe. I mean, that's obvious. But what is the point of being a black belt? What is the point of learning jiu-jitsu? If you ever fight someone and it goes to the ground, you can win the fight. But it's like, I just feel like everybody has a black belt now, and it's like, it just doesn't have the same ring to it. Being a black belt is just something that people, I feel like it's actually overblown at this point. Like, okay, every time I hear someone has so and so has a black belt, I'm like, okay, here we go, another black belt, another fake black belt. But going back to these fights, like sometimes I get high and I just watch some UFC women's fights and I just masturbate. Like, I mean, hey, I know, it's weird, whatever. Like, I don't really care about what you guys think about me. Like, if you guys actually think I care about what you guys put in the comment section, you have another thing coming, man. Like, you guys actually think I care about what you motherfuckers think? Come on, man. Like, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Based on my channel, I think you guys should know that I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. And you know, which fight did I like watching the most? I loved creaming to the fight with Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey. Watching Ronda Rousey get knocked out with that head kick was so satisfying. And watching Amanda Nunes get finished on the ground by Kat Zingano, that was really satisfying as well. I came so hard to that one. Oh, and Misha Tate, when she got submitted by Amanda Nunes, that was really cool. That was really big turn on as well. And watching Holly Holm get submitted by Misha. So this is how the triangle works. Holly loses to Misha, and then Misha loses to Amanda, and then Amanda beats Holly. No one's beating Amanda except for Kat Zingano 10 years ago. And you know, it was a pretty nice watching that fight, you know, just getting some tissue and, you know, finishing myself off. But and what else do I like doing? Like, shit. I mean, the reason I watch these female fights is because it's a very big turn on. You know, watching these women in a bra and shorts and they're trying to take each other's head off. Like, I love watching women get knocked out or submitted, or it's a big turn on for me. I don't even care. Like, I mean, at this point, and watching Clarissa get submitted would be pretty big as well. Like, that would be another nice little session. Hopefully she gets submitted. If she wins the fight, I won't be getting my nut off that night, I guess. I mean, that would be pretty disappointing. So yeah, but you know, the men's fights, no, I just watch them for entertainment. If someone gets knocked out viciously, that would be entertaining. What would be most entertaining is if they get viciously knocked out and they're never the same. Like, that would be the most entertaining. You know, people are entertained by other people getting knocked the fuck out. Like, this is something that people like. Why do you think people make memes on Twitter when so-and-so gets knocked out? When Nate Robinson got knocked out, the whole world made fun of him. Nobody cared. Like, nobody cared about himself. Nobody was like, oh my gosh, look at what happened to him. He got knocked the fuck out viciously on TV. He might kill himself. He might commit suicide. Nobody cares about his mental health. All they care about is the knockout. So the world is a very brutal place, man. Your mental health is number one, and you should really just be selfish because nobody else is going to take care of you more than yourself. That's just the truth.